YouTube, how are you now? So Call of Duty just released Season 1 Reloaded. So 2 new guns, TAQ Evolvere light machine gun and the HRM9 submachine gun. A new conversion kit for the Sidewinder battle rifle, and then quite a bit of balance changes as well. So we're going to just go over the new guns first and the new attachment, and then we'll go over the patch notes with all the stats for the weapon changes they made in this update. It's quite a bit, so both for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer and Warzone separately. So let's go through it real quick. So basically this is just a time to kill chart that I put together with all the stats for each of the weapons. So you have all your weapons here, your aim down sight time, your sprint to fire time, your reload speed, bullet velocity, rate of fire, damage per second with the damage, so damage with the rate of fire for damage per second. The ranges from 5 meters all the way out to 9,500 meters. And then the time to kill here as well. So time to kill here is in milliseconds at all the ranges here. The fastest time to kill is going to be in red. The second fastest time to kill is going to be in orange. So that's within 50 milliseconds of the fastest time to kill. Within 100 milliseconds is yellow. Within 150 is light green. Within 200 is dark green, so on and so forth. So you don't want these slower time to kills. You want the fast time to kill. So red, orange, yellow are going to be your better killing, faster killing guns. But that's just your theoretical time to kill if you're hitting every shot with 100% accuracy at the fastest fire rate possible. So not likely this is going to be realistic time to kill, but that's your theoretical fastest time to kill potential here. So just go over the weapons here. So the first kit, they just added the conversion kit for the Sidewinder battle rifle. Here's this JAK Thunder LMG Kit. It's unlocked by doing one of the battle pass challenges. So I think it has something to do with the SMGs, getting so many kills with SMGs a certain way. But so these are your stats here: 310 millisecond ADS, so slightly slower than the base; 237 sprint to fire, which is slightly slower; 3.9 second reload, which is slightly slower. But it does have quite a bit more of a magazine, so 50 round mag versus a 20 round starting mag. Bullet velocity same. Fire rate slightly faster, but it's 382 plus. So the way this new conversion kit works is the longer you fire the gun, the faster it fires. So if you hold down the trigger, it shoots faster and faster and faster the longer you hold the trigger. So at the middle of the magazine, you're shooting a lot faster than you were at the beginning, and then at the end of the magazine, it's shooting ridiculously fast. So it has good kill potential at the end of the mag if you're getting the fastest fire rate possible, but in the beginning the mag is pretty slow because it does have significantly less damage than the base gun. So if you look at the time to kill there, it's pretty slow there. So 471 milliseconds to the body if you're getting 382 compared to like 270 for the fastest, which is the BAS-P. So 201 milliseconds slower than the fastest time to kill at the body, but it's not actually going to be 471 because that's if you're hitting every shot at 382 milliseconds, so or 382 rounds per minute. So if you're hitting them in the middle of the magazine at a faster fire rate, it's going to be faster than this. But if you're hitting them at the end of the magazine with the super fast fire rate, it's going to be a lot faster. But not likely that you're going to be getting very many kills with the end of the magazine. Most of your fights you're going to start shooting them, and it's going to have to ramp up that speed. So still not the greatest, but it could be good if you're able to use that fast fire rate at the end of the magazine, but just not going to be very useful in most situations. A very situational niche gun. If you're already firing and then you keep firing, you can kill people pretty quickly, but head-to-head gunfights not the greatest there. They did add a new SMG, which is the HRM9, so has a 208 millisecond ADS, 94 millisecond sprint to fire, 2.8 second reload, 480 bullet velocity, 882 fire rate, so pretty fast fire rate, decent damage. So let's see how it looks time to kill wise. 272 milliseconds, so it's decent SMG compared to the other guns. So within 100 milliseconds of the fastest killing gun, whether it's head, upper torso, or lower torso in multiplayer. So not bad. It's not the greatest at anything, but it's decent all around. And then the TAQ Evolvere light machine gun, so 385 ADS, 245 sprint to fire, 6.8 second reload, so very slow reload, but it has like a 75 round starting magazine. You can put like 100 and 200 round mag. 805 velocity, 706 rate of fire, and then you got your damage here. Let's see how that looks time to kill wise. So decent time to kill as well. Again, not the fastest killing. So 280 is going to be your fastest. 340 is within 100 milliseconds, so 60 milliseconds slower. Not bad. It's decent. Not the greatest, but decent. And then let's also look at those for Warzone as well. So the LMG kit. So yeah, it's terrible at that 382 rounds per minute. But again, if you're using the end of that magazine, so halfway to the end, you're going to be able to kill pretty quickly. So much quicker than this, but situational again. You're not going to be able to get the full potential of the gun. So it's slow in the beginning, fast at the end. So if you're able to get the fast shots on them, it can kill pretty quickly. But if you're getting the slower shots on them, it's going to kill very slowly. And then the HRM9. So it's decent to the lower torso, not very good if you're hitting upper torso compared to the fastest upper torso. It's SMG. So 495 compared to 612. You're outside of 100 milliseconds. So not the greatest there, but it's not terrible, especially if it's all lower torso. So compared to the other guns, if you're hitting lower torso, it's one of the fastest. But if you're hitting upper torso, other SMGs would beat it by quite a bit. And then the TAQ Evolvere, pretty terrible in Warzone. 935 milliseconds to the body, which is very, very slow. So you got 630 here, which is, so it's 300 something milliseconds slower than the fastest time to kill if you're hitting the body. So not great in Warzone. It's decent in multiplayer, but it's terrible, pretty terrible in Warzone. So yeah, now we'll just go through all the changes they made in the patch notes. The first weapon was the SVA 545. They increased the maximum damage from 29 to 30. So the 30 is the legs, and then the torso is going to be more than this. So it didn't affect the time to kill at all. So if it did, negatively or positively, if it was a positive effect, it would be, the letters would be in red. If it was a negative effect, it would be in gray. So if it slowed down the time to kill, it'd be gray. If it was speeding up the time to kill, it'd be in red for the letters there. So no change in the time to kill. Not really sure what that buff was supposed to do, but it didn't change the time to kill at all. Next change was the Holger 556. Increased sprint to fire time from 231 to 252. So that was a nerf to the sprint to fire time, 20 milliseconds. DG56 decreased maximum damage range from 35.6 meters to 20.3 meters. So used to be the first damage drop off went out here. Now it's just a shorter range, so just shortens your maximum damage potential. It's a burst gun, so I didn't do time to kill for the burst guns because it's very difficult to calculate all that. I'm not going to do all the math with the measuring the actual bullet rate of fire within the burst and then the burst delay and all that. So this is just how many shots it would take. So one burst is 3 shots, 2 bursts is 4, and then it's always going to be at least a 2 burst there. So just decrease the range there. Decreased medium range from 45 meters to 30.5 meters. So the gray on here, so if it affected the damage, it'll be here, and then if it moved over here, it would be a nerf there. So they didn't change the damage values, but they did decrease the ranges. The FR 556 increased medium damage from 36 to 40. So that would be this damage here. Increase the damage there. So that affects those damage numbers there, and it does decrease the bullets kill by 1. So this would normally take 5 shots, this would normally take 5 shots, but it's a burst gun, so it's still going to be 2 bursts. It'd just be slightly faster because you only have to hit 4 shots instead of 5 shots. So it did improve the bullets to kill there, and potentially the time to kill, but burst gun, one less shot. MCW increased sprint to fire time from 220 to 241. Where's that? Yep, so nerf that. And then they made some adjustments to some of the attachments. Not going to go over all the attachments because that's just too much. They did change the STB 556, but I don't have the Modern Warfare 2 guns here except on the Warzone side for some of the assault rifles. It's just too many weapons to cover, but I'll just go over what they changed to it. They increased the maximum damage range from 15.2 to 30.5 meters. They increased near to medium damage range from 29.5 to 39.4 meters, and increased the medium damage range from 47 to 54.6. So no changes to the damage, they just pushed out the damage ranges a little bit farther. Kastov 762 increased lower torso damage multiplier from 0.96 to 1.1. Increased leg damage multiplier from 0.96 to 1.1. Increased foot damage multiplier from 0.96 to 1.1. So lower damage is going to be a little bit more for the Kastov 762. That's another Modern Warfare 2 gun. It's not on here. Chimera Modern Warfare 2 increased near medium damage from 28 to 29. So that's not going to affect the shots to kill or time to kill either. Tempus Razorback increased maximum damage from 28 to 29, so no change there. For time to kill, bullets to kill, increased maximum damage range from 12.7 to 22.9 meters. Increased lower torso damage multiplier from 1 to 1.1x. FR Avancer, another Modern Warfare 2 gun, increased maximum damage from 25 to 29. That's not going to change the shots to kill or time to kill either. Decreased maximum damage range from 34.9 to 24.8. So they buffed the damage a little bit, but decreased the range. Although the damage buff is not going to change the time to kill unless they're already taking damage and aren't at full health. So at 150 health, it's not going to change shots to kill or time to kill. M16, another Modern Warfare 2 gun, decreased upper torso damage multiplier from 1.2 to 1 times. So upper torso is going to do less damage. Decreased arm damage multiplier from 1.2 to 1.0. Decreased hand damage multiplier from 1.2 to 1. Decreased spin to fire time from 210 to 189. Decreased aim down sight time from 290 to 240. So buffs on ADS and sprint to fire, but decreases on damage there. Kastov 74U, another Modern Warfare 2 gun, increased minimum damage from 19 to 22. So that's going to be your FAR damage. Increased near to medium damage range from 22.9 to 30.5, and increased medium damage range from 36.8 to 47. So at longer ranges, it's going to be a little bit better, but not up close. No changes there. And then Kastov 545, another Modern Warfare 2 gun, increased maximum damage from 32 to 34. Decreased maximum damage range from 24.9 to 15.2, and decreased aim down sight time from 240 to 225. Battle rifles, Sidewinder, where would that be? Decreased recoil and gun kick while firing. So no changes there. Lachmann 762, that's another Modern Warfare 2 gun. They increased maximum damage from 44 to 52. That's for the, I believe that's for the semi-auto. So they have the full auto fire type. Different section here, decreased upper torso damage multiplier from 0.95 to 0.9, decreased lower torso damage multiplier from 0.95 to 0.9, increased arm damage multiplier from 0.75 to 0.9, increased hand damage multiplier from 0.75 to 0.9. So upper torso got a nerf to the damage, but arms, hands got a buff. Cronen Squall, another Modern Warfare 2 gun, increased maximum damage from 31 to 32, so that's not going to make a change as far as time to kill, bullets to kill either, unless they've taken damage already. FTAC Recon, Modern Warfare 2 increased lower torso damage multiplier from 1 to 1.3, decreased aim down sight time from 270 to 250, so that's for the semi-auto, and then the full auto fire type, increased lower torso damage multiplier from 0.9 to 1, increased arm damage multiplier from 0.85 to 1, increased hand damage multiplier from 0.85 to 1, increased leg damage multiplier from 0.85 to 1, increased foot damage multiplier from 0.85 to 1. SO14 Modern Warfare 2 increased maximum damage from 41 to 46, full auto fire type. So that was for the semi-auto. Full auto fire type has different stuff. Decreased neck damage multiplier from 0.85 to 8, decreased upper torso damage multiplier from 0.85 to 8, increased lower torso damage multiplier from 0.74 to 8, increased arm damage multiplier from 0.63 to 0.8, increased hand damage multiplier from 0.63 to 0.8, increased leg damage multiplier from 0.59 to 0.8, increased foot damage multiplier from 0.59 to 0.8. Submachine guns, we got the WSP Swarm, increased maximum damage range from 4.6 to 6.6 meters. So very small change there. Increased near medium damage range from 7.9 to 11.7. So no changes as far as the damage goes, but they increased the ranges a little bit there. Rival 9 decreased horizontal recoil slightly, and then they did a change to one of the attachments. Striker 9 increased maximum damage from 27 to 29. So we got the Striker 9 here, so that does affect these damages. So the minimum damage is to the legs, whereas torso and above get multipliers. So increase the damage there. Let's see if it affected the time to kill. Striker 9, it did improve the time to kill on the body, so one less shot to kill, so slightly faster time to kill there. Whereas before it wasn't as good, but now it's a little bit better. So within yellow, so it's within 100 milliseconds, the fastest killing SMG there. So much better to the body than it was before. Lachmann Shroud, Modern Warfare 2, increased maximum damage from 30 to 38. That's quite a big damage increase, but I believe that's a burst gun. Increased near medium damage from 28 to 32. Decreased maximum damage range from 12.2 to 10.7. Decreased headshot damage multiplier from 1.4 to 1.2. Decreased neck damage multiplier from 1.2 to 1.02. Decreased upper torso damage multiplier from 1.2 to 1.02. Decreased arm damage multiplier from 1.2 to 1.02. Decreased hand damage multiplier from 1.2 to 1.02. ISO 9mm, incompatible underbarrel attachments can no longer be equipped. Okay. Fennec 45, Modern Warfare 2 gun, increased maximum damage range from 10.7 to 12.7. Increased leg damage multiplier from 1 to 1.1. Increased foot damage multiplier from 1 to 1.1. Decreased aim down sight time from 200 to 190 milliseconds. Decreased sprint to fire time from 110 to 99 milliseconds. BAS-P, another Modern Warfare 2, decreased maximum damage range from 18.8 to 16.3. Increased leg damage multiplier from 0.95 to 1. Increased foot damage multiplier from 0.95 to 1. Lachmann Sub, increased near to medium damage from 28 to 29. Increased lower torso damage multiplier from 1 to 1.1. MX9, increased upper leg damage multiplier from 0.9 to 1.04. Increased foot damage multiplier from 0.9 to 1.04. Decreased aim down sights from 220 to 200. Decreased sprint to fire from 110 to 88. All Modern Warfare 2 guns. Shotguns, Lockwood 680, increased sprint to fire time from 184 to 200 milliseconds. Where's shotguns? Okay. And then some changes to attachments. Lockwood 300, which is a Modern Warfare 2 shotgun, decreased minimum damage from 75 to 57 on the slug. And then we got some more attachments there. Expedite 12, another Modern Warfare 2 gun, increased medium damage range from 10.4 to 12.4, decreased pellet spread while aiming down sight by 20%. Bryson 800, Modern Warfare 2, decreased sprint to fire time from 182 to 145, decreased aim down sight time from 350 to 300. Bryson 890, Modern Warfare 2, increased rate of fire from 150 to 164. Light machine guns, Holger 26, increased minimum damage from 25 to 29. So that's going to be the far end damage there. I don't know if I have that on there because that's not covered in the in-game stats. Yeah, I don't have those stats in there. So I've been updating the chart from other sources as well, but most of the information comes from the in-game stats, and they're not fully complete. So, but they did increase the damage, the minimum damage. So you should be doing more damage at longer range. It's not going to change the shot to kill though. From 25 to 29, it's still going to be the same shot to kill, same time to kill. It's just more damage. So if they're hurt, it might help you a little bit better, but if not, it's not going to make a difference. DG58 LSW, decreased sprint to fire time from 294 to 231, so they buffed that. Decreased aim down sight time from 370 to 320, buffed that as well. So a little bit faster handling, no changes to damage. Bruen MK9, incompatible underbarrel attachments can no longer be equipped. Sakin MG38, Modern Warfare 2, increased lower torso damage multiplier from 1 to 1.15. Decreased aim down sight time from 430 to 410. HCR 56, decreased sprint to fire time from 250 to 225. That's another Modern Warfare 2 gun. Decreased aim down sight time from 390 to 310. Marksman rifles, DM56. Where's Marksman? Decreased sprint to fire time from 168, or increased sprint to fire from 168 to 199. So slightly slower handling there. MTZ Interceptor, decreased head damage multiplier from 2 to 1.62. Decreased neck damage multiplier from 2 to 1.62. So that does change the damage here. It would normally be 190 to the head. Now it's 153 to the head and neck, but it's still a one-shot headshot, so it doesn't change time to kill. It's still one-shot instant kill if you're getting headshots at the maximum damage range. But beyond that, that probably affects your one-shot headshot potential. So damage drops off a little bit more. You might have been able to get one-shot headshots at longer ranges depending on how the damage dropped off, but probably not anymore. EBR 14 decreased. Yeah, let me see if I have. I don't think I have any the stats for those longer range. Yeah, I just have it at the first damage rep. So one-shot headshot, and then probably beyond that it's going to be two shots, so 280. Whereas before it still might have been one-shot headshot. EBR 14, another MW2 gun. Decreased sprint to fire time from 270 to 216. Decreased aim down sight time from 255 to 240. Lockwood Mk2, Modern Warfare 2, incompatible underbarrel attachments can no longer be equipped. Decreased aim down sight time from 250 to 240. Decreased hip fire spread while standing by 10%. Tempus Torrent, Modern Warfare 2, increased leg damage multiplier from 0.95 to 1. Increased foot damage multiplier from 0.95 to 1. Crossbow, Modern Warfare 2, increased minimum damage from 100 to 125. So long range damage, it has been increased, but that's still not going to change your shot to kill, time to kill at 150. And then some changes to bolts, so attachments there. LMS, Modern Warfare 2 gun, decreased sprint to fire time from 210 to 189. Decreased aim down sight time from 270 to 245. Sniper rifles, KATT-AMR barrel changes, KV inhibitor, added medium damage at 129 to 61 meters. I don't know what that means. Added medium damage at 129 to 61 meters. Sure. Sure, why not, man? I don't know what that means, but okay. Decreased minimum damage from 129 to 99. Decreased maximum damage range from 38 to 30. So, used to be here. Now it's a little bit more. So, 30.5 meters. So, I pushed it out a little bit farther. Since it's a little bit farther than 30 meters, although it's only 0.5. Decreased near medium damage from 58.4 to 48.3. Victus XMR, Modern Warfare 2, increased lower torso damage multiplier from 1.05 to 1.5. KATT 300, Modern Warfare 2, increased recoil center speed by 100%. Handguns, Renetti, that's going to be for attachments. TYR, tire, increased near to medium damage from 90 to 100. So I don't have those either. Increased minimum damage from 70 to 75. Decreased near to medium damage range from 15.2 to 11.4. Increased upper torso damage multiplier from 1.3 to 1.5. So that changes your upper torso damage. It increases the upper torso damage. And decreased lower torso damage from 1.3 to 1. So that lowers your lower torso damage. So this used to be higher. Now it's lower. This used to be lower. Now it's higher. So rewards upper torso shots and then punishes lower torso. And then we got decreased arm damage multiplier from 1.3 to 1. Decreased hand damage 1.3 to 1.1. Decreased trigger action delay from 150 to 90. So hitting arms and stuff too used to be high damage. Now it's not going to be. So that's going to require two shots. So it used to be one shot to the lower torso, arms as well. But now it's going to be two shots to the lower torso and arms. So used to be one shot insta kill, now it's 230 milliseconds if you're hitting lower torso and arms. What else we got here? Just more attachments. 9mm Damon, Modern Warfare 2, added far medium damage at 26 to 31 meters. Increased maximum damage from 34 to 40. Increased near to medium damage from 30 to 34. Increased medium damage from 26 to 30. Increased maximum damage range from 9.4 to 7.4. Decreased to medium damage range from 20.6 to 11.4. Decreased medium damage range from 31 to 20.6. Launchers. Storm Ender. EMP effects will now disable and or destroy the following items: drill charge, smoke, airdrop, inflatable decoy, swarm. Okay. And the rest is going to be all attachments. So that's it for the Modern Warfare patch notes. Let's look at Warzone. So I'll just scroll through again real quick so you can see all the time to kills for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. With all the new guns and all that stuff. Alright, Warzone. Weapons, where you be? Weapons, weapons, weapons. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Okay. Assault rifles, Holger 5.56. Max damage increased to 35, up from 32. So this used to do 32, so increase your damage here within your first damage range. Let's see if that affects time to kill. So it does. So it improves your time to kill within that first damage range by 1 shot. So this, I believe, was 7.4. This was 918, so saves you 100 milliseconds time to kill wise within this 35 meter range. So 1 less shot to kill, 100 millisecond faster time to kill for the Holger 5.56. M13B, Modern Warfare 2 gun, but I do have some of these stats here, so I do have the M13B there. Max damage reduced to 23 from 25, so it was a nerf. So minimum damage is to the legs. It has torso and headshot multipliers there, so but it is lower damage there. Near to mid damage reduced to 21 from 24, so that's this. And then minimum damage reduced to 19 from 22, so that's this. So they nerf all the damage on all the ranges, so see how that affects the time to kill. It doesn't affect the up close time to kill out to 35 meters, but it does affect the long range time to kill. So 40 meters plus, it's going to take 1 extra shot to kill, 1 more shot to kill than it used to, and going to slow down your time to kill by that 1 shot. So not as good at longer ranges as it used to be, even though I don't think it was the best at longer ranges either, but definitely not as good as it was before. MCW, so Modern Warfare 3, max damage increased to 28, up from 24, so this used to be 24, now it's more damage there. Near to mid damage increased to 24, up from 20, so that would be this. And then we got some attachments there, so see if that affects the time to kill in Warzone, which it does. Up close, so it doesn't affect the long range, but up to 40 meters you get a faster time to kill. So 1 less shot to kill, slightly faster time to kill. Still not the best compared to the best ARs out there. Still pretty slow, but it was slower before, so slightly better now, but still not very good. Although it is the laser beam, so trade-off there is very accurate versus not as fast killing. Battle rifle MTZ 762. Max damage reduced to 42 from 45, so decrease the damage there. Near to mid damage reduced to 38 from 42, so that's this. And then minimum damage reduced to 34 from 37, so that's this. Same thing. The lower legs is the minimum damage, then they have multipliers for the torso and head. So let's see if that affects time to kill. It doesn't affect the time to kill up close, but it does affect the time to kill at the longer ranges. So from 25 meters plus, it's going to take 1 extra shot to kill, slow down your time to kill. Used to be considerably better, now it's not that great at those longer ranges. Headshot's still good at long range, but everything else is going to be a lot slower. Light machine gun Bruen MK9. Max damage reduced to 28 from 32. Minimum damage reduced to 26 from 28. So I just have the first there because I'm not sure what the other damages are, but see how it affects the time to kill. I guess I could add that minimum damage range here, but I wouldn't know what the in between the maximum damage and minimum would be. So there is a gap in between there, but It does affect the time to kill. It's slower now, one less shot to kill, so slightly slower. Still really good headshots, still decent to the upper torso, but not very good against the lower torso there. Slower time to kill, more shots to kill. DG LSW, max damage reduced to 29 from 33, so lower damage there, and then the minimum damage was reduced as well. So there's only 2 damage ranges there, so I have both in there. See if that affects the time to kill, and it does. So it affects the time to kill at everything. So one more shot to kill, slower time to kill across the board. It's all gray. Still fast if you're getting all headshots, but not likely. So if you're hitting body, it's very slow. Within 250 milliseconds, the fastest, which is pretty bad. Within 350, and then within 200 milliseconds. So not very good. Not very good anymore at all. MWIII 762 JAK Annihilator Bullpup Kit. So they reduced the max damage to 38 from 40. And then the minimum damage reduced to 34 from 36. So that doesn't, where are we at here? So yeah, that affects time to kill on headshots and lower torso. It doesn't affect upper torso. So that's still the same, but the other ones are slower now. One more shot to kill. And then beyond that first damage drop off, so 35 meters plus, anything to the body is going to be slower. So it affects the time to kill upper torso and lower torso there. Slower time to kill. So not as good, very right here in the mid, but at longer range is still decent, but it's not as good as it was before. TAQ Eradicator, max damage reduced to 28 from 33. And then max damage or minimum damage reduced to 24 from 25. So the TAQ Eradicator was really good if you're getting that max fire rate. But it does slow down over time, so you're not. This is not actually the actual time to kill because I believe it only shoots the first shots at that fastest fire, the first 7 shots at that fastest fire rate, and it takes more than 7 shots to kill unless you're hitting all the headshots. So. But it does fire a little bit faster than 857 as well, I believe, when it's shooting the fastest fire rate. So this is just at that 857, but it does take one more shot to kill. Now it slows down the time to kill. Even more so when you're shooting more shots there. So this is not the real time to kill. This is just the theoretical based on the 857. But realistically, you're not going to be hitting those. If you're not hitting all those first 7 shots, you're not going to be getting this max fire rate or max time to kill here. Submachine gun AMR9, max damage increased to 31 from 28. Near to mid damage increased to 27 from 25, and then minimum damage increased to 25 from 23. So let's see if that affects time to kills. AMR9, yes it does. So affects all the time to kills here. So up close, out to 20 meters, you improve your time to kill there. One less shot to kill, so faster there. Still not that great headshots in upper torso, but lower torso, it's within 50 milliseconds of the fastest. So it's a little more forgiving, but if you're an accurate shooter hitting the upper torso, it's pretty slow compared to the other SMGs. But then beyond that range, it improves the upper torso as well, out to that second damage, which is, where's the range there? 45 meters. And then headshots beyond that, but you're not going to be hitting all headshots there. So definitely improves the gun a little bit. Still not the greatest, but it's better than it was before. ISO 9mm. Modern Warfare 2, max damage reduced to 21 from 24. Near to mid damage reduced to 17 from 19. Minimum damage reduced to 15 from 16. Far to mid damage reduced to 12, down from 13. Rival 9, slight reduction in horizontal recoil, so no change there. Striker 9, near to mid damage increased to 27 from 25, so that's the second damage drop off, and then minimum damage increased to 23 from 20. So I don't think I have that one in there though. So it does improve that mid damage. 1 shot to kill, but still not the greatest, even with that improvement. So, and sniper rifle, no damage changes. So yep, that's it for the weapon changes. I'll just go through all these again, show you all the time to kills here for Warzone. 300 health. All compared with each other. So assault rifles with assault rifles, battle rifles with battle rifles, SMGs with SMGs, and so on and so forth. So yeah. And then same thing for the Modern Warfare 2 guns. They didn't really change a whole lot there. But yeah, that's it for the Season 1 Reloaded update. Just helps me out putting these charts together so I can compare the time to kills and see how certain guns perform. See what changes they make, if they affect the actual gameplay, time to kill, and that kind of stuff. So it just helps me to put it together and make choices on what I want to use and how I should be using certain guns in certain situations, that kind of stuff. So hopefully it helps you out. It takes quite a bit of work with how they do their updates, because they're changing all kinds of weird stuff, and it's kind of hard to keep track of all the information, but I am trying to keep this up to date and updating it as much as possible. So it's work in progress. Hopefully one day I'll have all the stats and it'll all be correct, but they keep changing stuff, so I'll just keep doing updates and new videos whenever there's significant enough changes to warrant a new video. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think, if it helped you out, if you want anything else in there that you think would improve the time to kill charts, that kind of stuff, any information that you think would be relevant. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.